Sure don't, as the Vees have a date with someone someday in round number 2. The Prince George Cougars and Spokane Chiefs will play Game 6 on Sunday back in Prince George. The Cougars with a 3-2 series lead in that one. So let's get to the scoring summary tonight. It started 3:42 into the first period. Ryden Evers strikes for his 4th of the year from Jacob Kwasnika as the Vees took a 1-0 lead, but Cam Schmidt tied it up on the power play, his 3rd of the series from Kosick and Merka at 8:11. The Vees would take a lead into the first intermission as Louis Wayman makes a beautiful move inside and scores his 2nd of the postseason from Denis and Weber. It was 2-1 after 20 minutes. In the second period, the Vees continue to add to their lead. Nolan Stevenson with a seeing eye shot, his first WHL playoff goal from Dranchek and Michaud at 8:35 made it 3-1. And Louis Wayman with his 2nd of the night on the power play made it 4-1 from Britton Alstead and Matteo Denis at 14:58. It was 4-1 heading into the 3rd. And then on a penalty shot, Jacob Kwasnika with a beautiful move finds the back of the net. That made it 5-1 for his 4th of the playoffs. And the Thunderbirds battled back. Ty Riley struck 37 seconds later from the point, his 1st of the playoffs from Dunn and England. That made it 5-2. Foster Dunn with the goaltender pulled at 14:39 from Guard and Mays made it 5-3. But then Kwasnika fires one down the ice into the empty net. His 5th of the playoffs from Cal Stone at 18:13 made it 6-3. That was all the scoring tonight. The Vees outshoot the Thunderbirds 35-31. They go 1 for 4 on the power play, 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. Tonight's 3 stars. The 3rd star, Matteo Denis, with 2 assists. Jacob Kwasnika is your 1st star. I don't know if we got that down in time.
No, I switched it to 1st star. Well, it wasn't changed down at ice level, but I did. When he hit the empty netter, I thought he was deserving of the 1st star. But
officially, Kwasnika is the 2nd star with 2 goals and an assist, and Louis Wayman is tonight's 1st star with 2 goals. Well, Matt, do you have your Wise Guys Car Wash grittiest player tonight?
I do, and it's a guy that you probably wouldn't think I'd pick as the grittiest because he does so many other things. But I look at a guy that is so consistent. He leads so well. He does so many little things right, and that's Nolan Stevenson.
Your captain, Nolan Stevenson, is tonight's Wise Guys Car Wash grittiest player. He'll get a free car wash courtesy of Wise Guys. Well, Matt, I don't know when I will talk to you again on the broadcast, but any final thoughts before we say goodbye to you until round 2?
It's just been an amazing season, a great first round. I love what this group brings every night. And they're going to be a tough out in the best-of-7 series against whoever they play. And I'm just really excited to move forward and call the games with you.
Matt, thank you so much for your time. It's been outstanding calling these games with you throughout the season and in the first round, and we'll chat with you in round number 2.
Thanks, Riley.
There goes Matt Fraser from the broadcast booth tonight. When we back from the SOEC for one final time tonight, Riley Pollock with you, now joined by Vees Assistant General Manager Matt Miller. And Matt, at the start of the year, I'm sure there was some questions about how far this group would go, but a 4-1 series win, and they're off to the 2nd round. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels great. It was a great effort right from the drop of the puck tonight. The 4th one's always the hardest to get. We talked about that, and you saw that in Game 4, and you saw it tonight. They were putting up a fight to keep their season alive, and that's always the hardest game, so you need a full 60-minute effort, and I thought we did that tonight. Credit to the Seattle Thunderbirds on a great series. They're a very skilled and hard team to play against. This wasn't an easy series to get through. You see the standings, it's 2 versus 7, but it was a lot closer than that.
Yeah, it sure was. And talk about big game players, your top guys, Jacob Kwasnika, Ryden Evers. They score early. The team that scored first won every game in this series, but those guys really showed up tonight.
Yeah, it was huge to get that first goal and just to get the confidence in our group and make them play from behind. We knew that it would be a tough hill for them to climb if we got that first goal, and again, it was our top guys again. They proved it again why they are our top guys, just with how hard they play, getting pucks below the dots, and they did that again tonight, and really throughout our whole lineup we did.
Yeah, I did really love all 4 lines, but just maybe talk about on the other side, that 4th line tonight. It seemed like every time they were out there, they were pinning the Thunderbirds in the offensive zone and just really got to work. They won't show up on the scoreboard, but it was just a hard-working effort from those 3 tonight.
Yeah, every shift they had was basically more in the offensive zone, and that's what you want from the bottom of your lineup, is to keep the play it live, and we talked about it before the game. Was we're at our best when we coming in waves, just line after line, and they really did that, and we get a goal because of it. Their offensive zone play, like you said, they won't go up on the score sheet, but it was their line that hemmed the Thunderbirds in the zone and led us to getting a goal. But yeah, they got the ozone possession time that you need, and we got the waves to come after that, and that's what we needed tonight.
And just final one for you here, Vees Assistant General Manager Matt Miller. Matt, unknown opponent for round number 2, still one series on the west side to go, but just what's going to be the message to the group as they prepare for round number 2?
Yeah, it's right like that preparation. Once we find out our opponent, we'll get to work on that. But over the next couple days is the rest and get the body ready for what will be another grinding series. No matter who we play, it's going to be another tough series. So just rest over the weekend and enjoy this one. It's not easy to win a playoff series, so just enjoy it to start with.
Matt, thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk with you soon for round number 2.
Thank you, Riley.
There goes Matt Miller from the broadcast booth. One final piece of business to get to tonight. It's time for the big cool moment of the game, fueled by Otter Co-op's Big Cool Slushies. And I'm going to go with Louis Wayman's first goal tonight. A beautiful individual effort. He drives the net, gets around Radim Mertka, and finishes on the backhand. Louis Wayman's individual effort is tonight's big cool moment of the game, fueled by Otter Co-op's Big Cool Slushies. The coolest way to celebrate a big Vees play or moment is one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The Saskatoon Blades take down the Edmonton Oil Kings 4-2 tonight. The Blades, as the 6 seed over the 3 seed, take a 3-2 series lead. They'll look to finish that one off at home on Sunday. And the PA Raiders advance to the second round with a 4-3 overtime win over the Red Deer Rebels. Just one game tomorrow. Medicine Hat welcomes the Regina Pats. If the Tigers can win that one, they will also move on to the second round. That will do it for us tonight. Not sure the date and the opponent yet for game 1 of round 2, but I do know it will be back here at the SOEC. And if I was a betting man, I'd say it was a 7:05 start, which means we will be on the air at 6:45. For my broadcast partner, Matt Fraser, our outstanding producers on site, it's Andrew Jackie Bite. Back at Summit Radio, it's Riley Hannon. My name's Riley Pollock. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll talk to you again for game 1 of round 2. The final tonight, Vees 6, Thunderbirds 3. This has been Penticton Vees Hockey on Summit Radio, brought to you by Subaru Penticton. Experience the legendary Subaru all-wheel drive advantage. Visit Subaru Penticton on Eckhart Ave West.